Columbus Catholic Athens, Athens Columbus Catholic. This is an audio test. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Athens, Wisconsin. It is girls WIAA basketball time here. It's the 3-seed Athens Blue Jays, the 6-seed Columbus Catholic Dons here in this matchup. You're watching the Forward Bank pregame show. Forward Bank, moving our communities forward, online and at forwardbank.com, at forward.bank. Geez, Sydney. Online at forward.bank and in person all around central Wisconsin, including right here in Athens. How did these two teams get here? Well, it was games on Tuesday night. Here's a look back to Tuesday from Zaleski Sports. Welcome to the Zaleski Sports Highlight House, sponsored by Mid-State Technical College. Tour the Mid-State Technical College Healthcare Simulation Center. Visit mstc.edu/sim-center to learn more.
Klum will take a long two and get it. Shot on the way from Adams, and she got the roll. Shot on the way by Casperson, and she got it for two. Klum, she's feeling it. Goes in, foul shot, get it. Count it. Sadie Russ for Northland Lutheran. And Casperson picked her. Casperson gets the basket. Sam Casperson with 4. Adams in the lane, stolen by Kibble. A lot of hands reaching for the basketball. They get it ahead to Torbay. Torbay, the Daringer pull-up jumper. Got it! With 5:10 left. Shot on the way by Casperson. Got the shooter's roll for 3. And that'll do it as the Marshfield Dons advance. With head coach Ron Wilczek. Coach, it was pretty close to the first couple of minutes, and then you guys took off. What happened?
Well, I think our defense really started to fuel our offense, right? It's playoffs, we were down Haley Zimmerman tonight, so that was a little bit different than we've been used to, all season long. And our defense got rolling, and we started knocking down shots, and I thought we moved the ball really well. Haley Klum did a fantastic job getting us a little energy and a lift early on, and the girls took it from there.
Yeah. All right, I'm here with Sam Casperson. Sam, I've got you down for 10 points tonight. What happened? What were your thoughts tonight coming into the game?
Well, we knew that Haley was down, so everybody had to step up scoring because she's one of our leading scorers, so that's what we all did.
7-seed Columbus Catholic will take on the winner of 3-seed Athens Blue Jays or the 14-seed Rib Lake Redmond. Opening tip to the Blue Jays. Giselle Hartwig rotates the ball around the Rib Lake zone defense. Selena Ellenbecker to Addison Levicka. 3 splash. Ellenbecker shoots nearly 40% from beyond the arc. Good for top 10 in the state. Ellenbecker shoots nearly 40% from beyond the arc. Nobody boxes out Hartwig. Power dribble. Basket. Hartwig, the quick pass inside to Sophia Coker, and 1. Blue Jays fly out to a 16-2 start. Go on to win 63-29. They will take on Columbus Catholic Friday, 7 p.m. Watch it live on Zaleski Sports. Here's coaches Kincaid Keefe and Ron Wilczek on Friday's upcoming matchup.
What I know about Columbus is they're very well coached, senior-led, and they don't want to be playing their last game yet. So they're going to give us their all, and they're going to be coming in full of energy, and again, very, very well coached. So it'll be a battle.
Okay. Congratulations, you got Athens coming up next. What are your thoughts?
Well, they're really good. They're long, athletic, number 3 seed, ranked highly in the state.
Thank you for watching the Zaleski Sports Highlight House, sponsored by Mid-State Technical College. Tour the Mid-State Technical College Healthcare Simulation Center. Visit mstc.edu/sim-center to learn more. You are watching the Zaleski Sports Highlight House.
I'm Sam Casperson, and I'm in the house.
I like basketball.
All right, back here in Athens as we continue our Forward Bank pregame show. We are about 2.5 minutes away from National Anthem here, and you're watching the Forward Bank pregame show. Forward Bank and Insurance are proud supporters of Athens basketball. Our team in Athens is excited to cheer our athletes on and to help our customers support the community. Open your account today and help us move Athens forward. Jason Zaleski here, Dan Ross to my right, Sydney Seavey to my left. I'm surrounded by greatness here in Athens is kind of how it turns out. But Dan, a game that we kind of figured coming into Tuesday was this. And another we're going to keep a close eye on is Edgar hosting Newman today. The winners here and the winners there will play each other tomorrow. But first, thoughts about this game. Coach Wilczek and his Dons, he's called his team an offensively challenged team. The Blue Jays are offensively ready to go.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough task for Columbus Catholic tonight. Athens is strong. They are athletic. They are super tall. A lot of 6-footers on this team, or girls that push 6-footers. Volleyball players in basketball uniforms, and that turns out to be pretty good at this level.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up. Most of the girls on the basketball team for Athens were at state for volleyball, so that experience, that championship type of mentality, that does carry over into other sports because it's a mentality about this. Yeah. And, Athens has sights set on the Rush Center in Green Bay.
Absolutely. Really what this game is probably going to come down to is who controls the pace of the game, and if the Dons are able to handle the full court pressure that Athens is surely to put on Columbus Catholic, if the Dons are able to beat the press, get some layups, and make it a half-court game, this is going to be competitive. If it's a typical Athens game where they control tempo, they get lots of turnovers leading to layups, this might be a 20, 30-point game.
Yeah, you're exactly right. I think for the Dons, we'll see what Coach Wilczek has in mind. What I was thinking is, one area where the Dons might be able to do just a tick better than Athens is on the inside offensively. Kibble, Zimmerman, Klum, and others may be able to do a little better inside, like a traditional post. We'll see, though, if that's one that, the defense of the Blue Jays have to allow that to happen, for one. But that would be one area that I would kind of look at here earlier. Are the Dons able to do anything inside? And we'll see what happens from there. But a really good one here tonight on the docket. One of 7 live girls playoff basketball games right now on Zaleski Sports. So we've got all kinds of things cooking here tonight, and you should watch them all live. Now, watching 7 games at the same time, that's a little bit of a trick, but I think a trick that Zaleski Sports fans are able to achieve.
If I was at home, I would have 7 tabs open.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll see if anybody's able to send any pictures of that in. We always like to see pictures of the 7 tabs, and of the 7 C's for that matter, and all other things that are good in numbers of 7. Let's see here. We've got a band here tonight, so we're going to have National Anthem, our PA announcer, who also doubles as athletic director and softball coach and all kinds of other stuff, going through our pregame announcements, making sure everybody abides by the WIAA rules here in the playoffs as we bring our Forward Bank pregame show to an end. Again, Forward Bank and Insurance are proud supporters of Athens volleyball. Athens basketball, sorry. Our team in Athens is excited to cheer on our athletes and to help our customers support the community. Open your account today and help us move Athens forward. Here is the Athens marching band, and our colors are at center court for today's national anthem. All right, national anthem behind us. It was a good one. Nothing like, Dan and I talk about this all the time, but having a band at high school sports seems like it should be mandatory. We've got to know high school band members over the years who tell us why it's not, and they're essentially donating their time for the band, but the band makes everything much better.
It's true.
Yeah. All right, again, it's the 3 seed, the home Athens Blue Jays, the 6 seed visiting Columbus Catholic Dons, just down Highway 29. It's the 2 seed Edgar Wildcats, and the 7 seeded Newman Catholic Fighting Cardinals. Winners of each game will play tomorrow at 7 o'clock. We'll have it live on Zaleski Sports, whoever it is. And so the Dons are going to go through their starting lineups. We'll let Dan scratch around on the scorebook, and we'll get those caught up later.
Scratch.
We're just finding out now. Some of the Dons folks brought some signs in. That's nice to see over there. It's a little bit too far away for me to make out what it is, but they are over there. Maybe people at home can see what those signs are. Or probably more likely, people at home know already what those signs were saying.
I like the Eminem Lose Yourself playing in the background. Now they turned it off.
Well,
oh, that's right.
They did. Well, but okay. So I know what you're going to say. The lights, right?
Yeah.
Dan got caught in the dark here a couple weeks ago, out on the floor with the camera. Now the Athens Blue Jays get called to the floor. Dan's going to give us the full starting lineups here in just a moment after we get them all straight. But yeah, in the WIAA, the playoff rules, because this is a WIAA hosted event. It just happens to be at Athens, and in the rules, you can create no advantage for the home team, even if you are the host home team. So
Yeah.
you can't turn the lights off and do all the flash and dance and sizzle and pomp and circumstance. Dog and pony show. Not allowed to do it.
Everyone stop clapping. Very strict.
Very strict. Okay, Dan, for starters for the Columbus Catholic Dons.
Yeah, number 5, Sam Casperson. Number 22, Haley Zimmerman, averaging 10.5 a game. 23, Lily Stratman. 32, Jenna Kibble, 11 points a game. And Haley Klum, yeah. Okay. 9.5 points a game.
Okay, for the Athens Blue Jays.
Very high-scoring team. Number 0, Edison Levica, 15.5 points a game, 6.5 boards, 5.5 assists. Number 4, Selena Ellenbecker, 9.5 points a game. Number 5, Giselle Hartwig, 15.5 points a game. Sophia Coker, 15 a game. And 12, Sydney Coker.
All right, opening tip to the Dons right away. Kibble fires a little bit too strong. Klum fights for the rebound. Jays come away with it, and we are off and running just like that.
Yeah, first shot within the first 5 seconds. I like it.
Maybe even less. Sometimes it takes 5 minutes to get a shot off some of these games. Inside, and I mentioned this, that was Giselle Hartwig. I said if the Dons could create an inside game, well, here the Blue Jays score first from the inside.
And Athens is not going full court pressure here.
Okay. Interested you are in that. You thought they would.
Yeah, I mean, maybe they're trying to not show it on film, or maybe they're going to just try to go to it only if they need.
Well, I've got some bad news for Coach Keefe. The film is out.
Yeah. Athens in their 1-3-1. That's mostly what they play. They can play man defense. We've seen it. But they get things done. They get turnovers out of this 1-3-1. They trap. Again, they're very athletic. They're very long. A lot of tip passes.
Inside to Klum. She turns at the elbow, fires just wide right, and Ellenbecker with the rebound.
It's like a little bit of early game jitters maybe for the Dons.
Yeah.
It's a big game. It's a big moment for them. This Athens team had a legitimate shot at being the top seed in the entire sectional. There's 3 good teams.
Inside feed for Coker, so the Blue Jays controlling the paint here early. Yeah, Dons with 7 seniors. Coach Wilczek told me before the game he thought one other advantage is his Dons have played a lot of close games this year. If they could just keep it close, he thought he may have an advantage there. So far, that has not shown. Kibble loses it, ball on the floor, and we've got jump ball number 1 tonight. Dan makes the tick mark.
Yeah, Athens is battle-tested. Not that Columbus isn't. We have seen Athens on the network several times. We've seen Columbus all year.
That's right, every game
on the network. Mm-hmm. Really interesting to follow them the entire season, boys and girls.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You don't see an entry pass from the opposite side of the court very often, Dan, but we saw one there.
Yeah, the size advantage is pretty drastic.
Yeah, it is. So that's, Coach Wilczek knew that as the ball is poked free and it's last off of Levicka. Ball will belong to the Dons. The Dons boys basketball team makes noise after that.
Yeah.
You had mentioned Athens, the 3 seed. I believe they've got the best team in this section. Now, the seed process has been talked about ad nauseum, and I'm not here to. We're in the playoffs now, and we're too deep into the playoffs, 2 games deep. So for me, that seed talk. If you missed it, go back and watch any of my 20 videos in the last 6 months on that. But why Athens is the 3 instead of the 1 comes down to Spencer, Owen Withey, and Greenwood. Now, Columbus fans will say, well, geez, those are 3 teams in our conference. Yeah, and the win-loss record of those 3 teams pulled Athens from the 1 down to the 3. And, in the same way, pulled at least from the 2 to the 3.
Athens doesn't play those teams, but they do play Rib Lake. They play Prentice.
No, they did in their non-con this year.
Oh, the non-conference.
Yeah,
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, so that was a problem. Offensive foul is going to be called on Levicka. So Athens non-conference for the seed process was, bluntly put, filled with too many Clover Belt East teams. Same math, though, for Columbus. Their seed was, also pulled down by some of the conference not being very good. And so here we are, a 3 and a 6.
Yeah. We saw Marshfield Columbus win easy over Northland Lutheran, a running clock game at the end of that. So we are seeing the differences in conferences, and that's really interesting in the first round or 2 of the WIAA playoffs every year. It's pretty easy to see what conferences are really good and which ones lag behind a little bit.
Ball stolen away by Hartwig, flying down the floor. Too strong, though, as Danica Diethelm. Back come the Dons. Here we go. Now we're playing basketball. We got up and down action. Gotta like that. Here's Klum in the corner. Long 2. That was blocked by Coker. Sophia Coker with the block. Ball all the way down the floor, and it's going to be last off of Diethelm. Blue Jays pushing tempo here, but not quite in control yet. They do lead 4-0.
We'll keep you up to date on what's going on over at Edgar. Edgar up 12-2 early, first 5 minutes of that game.
Over Newman.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, it's Newman is a little better now than the 7 seed would present. So they've had some improvements. They had a coaching change in the last couple of weeks.
Yep.
There's the feed, Levicka to Hartwig.
All 6 points at the rim.
Am I hearing music somewhere, Dan?
It sounds like it.
Pre-recorded music? Why? Why am I? And timeout on the floor. Coach Ron Wilczek and the Dons call the timeout. You're watching WIAA Girls Playoff Basketball presented by Forward Bank and Insurance.
We said we're growing, and we are. Come join the Crystal Finishing family. We're looking for experienced industrial maintenance mechanics, CNC fabricators, all driver positions for our freight team, as well as skilled and general production. We know the importance of a work and life balance. Our shift options and flexible schedules set us apart. Our pay ranges from $17 to $43 per hour depending on your skill level. We're proud to be a family-owned company that is committed to our community, team members, and the growth of our business. Call or jump on our website to learn more.
All right, back here in Athens, Coach Wilczek calling a timeout. His Dons are about 3.5 minutes in, still a goose egg on the scoreboard, so they're going to work on that on the inbound play. This will be Lily Stratman to inbound.
Yep, they're going man on the inbounds play. It's pretty interesting.
Here it is to Kibble. Kibble loses the ball on the way through. The tall Blue Jays there, Dan, interrupting Kibble's drive to the basket.
Yeah, the only team that I can really think off the top of my head that is comparable for the Dons is Neilsville, right?
I would say that's as close as, and Neilsville's a good, Neilsville's
Very good.
I would say would beat Athens.
Yeah.
So you're right. So they saw Neilsville twice. Yeah, that's a good point. I hadn't thought of that one.
Yeah, Neilsville probably beat Athens by 6 or 7, maybe on a neutral floor. I mean, who knows, right?
Yeah, something like that.
No.
Some high single digits. And last off of
nobody knows.
Question mark. It's going to stay with Columbus.
Really good officiating crew tonight. This was the Jags officiating crew.
Okay.
They got infinitely better when Jags no longer officiated.
Nice. Zimmerman stuck in the corner, and the ball is going to be taken away by Sydney Coker.
Yeah. really good officials. We have them for junior college basketball.
Selena Ellenbecker, timber. Ellenbecker shoots 39% from distance. That's good for top 10 in the state in Division 5.
That's pretty good.
Yep. There's Klum turn, and Don's still searching for first points tonight. Ball comes away in the hands of Sydney Coker, and we've got a injury on the floor. Just Casperson a little bit slow getting up. Officials wisely stop play.
Yeah.
Let Casperson come down the floor. There's no imminent points there.
Yeah, it was a 4-on-2. But, I mean, player safety first.
Player safety first.
Yeah. I honestly don't think that Coach Keefe would argue with it.
She didn't. She's coaching him up down there from the sideline. All alone, Sophia Coker, too strong though on the layup. Kibble with the rebound.
She's not going to get an easier one than that.
Kibble looks up. Now Zimmerman. Zimmerman hesitation. Baseline. Bodies on the floor. An offensive foul is going to be called on Haley Zimmerman.
I will say this. Haley Zimmerman got called for the offensive foul, and it was an offensive foul, but she's not that strong, right?
Sometimes you go to basketball camp and they teach you how to take contact.
It's very true.
First how to draw it and then how to react to it.
Yeah.
That's why we have Dan here. He sees those things.
Yeah.
Turn and fire. Coker, no good. Kibble, another rebound. So, Coach Wilczek, to this point, Dan, getting his way here a little bit. It's a low-scoring game. Zimmerman got that one blocked by Sophia Coker. In though to Stratman. Klum back out to Zimmerman. Kibble, launch, three, and no good. Rebound taken down by Sophia Coker.
Yeah, the Dons aren't getting easy shots right now, forcing up a lot of shots that you could settle for later.
All alone in the corner for an hour. Coker stood there with it. Sydney didn't want to pull the trigger. Instead, layup for Sophia is good. Blue Jays had choices there, Dan.
Yeah, really good job by Giselle Hartwig on the weak side to pin her person to enable the easy layup.
The Blue Jays up 11-0, just about 6 minutes in. Here's Klum, got position on the inside, got it blocked by Coker.
Another block.
Stratman blocked by the other Coker.
Yeah, 5 blocks already.
Coker's sister's going to work. Here's Levica. Looks over the top of Stratman. Hartwig on the outside. Here's a wide open Sydney Coker. 10-footer splash.
Yep.
And timeout. Full timeout taken by Coach Wilczek and the Columbus Dons. You're watching girls basketball playoffs on Zaleski Sports. Sponsored by Forward Bank and Insurance.
Need a new mattress? Mall Furniture in downtown Marshfield has mattresses, and you can save like never before. We have stacks of mattresses. Save big on the huge selection of factory liquidations and closeouts, one-of-a-kind items, and mismatched fabrics. Save on special purchases and rollback pricing on two-sided flippable mattresses. Big discounts on adjustable bases and even clearance pricing on floor models. Bring your truck or trailer and take it home today. If you ever needed a new mattress, now is the time to stop into Mall Furniture on 9th Street in downtown Marshfield. Need a new mattress? Mall Furniture.
Nasonville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Nasonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on U.S. Highway 10, NasonvilleDairy.com. Back here to Athens, the Dons have taken a 30 and a full. Still looking for first points here tonight. We are over 7 minutes in. 13-0 Athens.
19-2, Edgar leads Newman.
Okay.
13-9, Pacelli over Assumption Early.
Okay. That wasn't the one I thought I was going to be surprised about. It is, as Zimmerman stuck in the corner, tried to bounce that off of the shoe of Sophia Coker in a jump ball number 2 of the night. I can keep track till it's like 5 or 6, and that's why you've got the tick marks.
That's right.
Stratman to inbound. See what Coach Wilczek dials up here on the inbound. Trying to get his Don some points. Klum and Kibble was open. That ball deflected, though, and gave Blue Jays a chance defensively to get back.
Yeah, and I'm not that familiar with the Clover Belt East to see if anybody plays 1-3-1. Seems like a 2-3 conference.
Foul is on the floor, so no free throws for Kibble. That'll be foul number 1. If there is a weakness, that's the wrong thing to say, but if there is something about the Blue Jays, it is fouls. They are aggressive. They will rack up the fouls.
Yep.
Foul number 2 of the half.
And this crew's not going to call a lot of them.
In the Kibble. She gets doubled, now tripled. Back out Stratman, 17-footer, no good. Rebound to Sophia Coker. Dons continue the search for points.
Again, the winner of this one takes on the winner of Edgar Newman.
Yeah, like I said, regardless of winners here and there, we will be wherever it is tomorrow at 7 o'clock.
Yep, it will be at Edgar if the top seeds win.
That's true.
Or if
Yeah.
Edgar wins, it'll be at Edgar.
If Edgar wins, it's at Edgar no matter what. Addison Levica is going to shoot a pair of free throws. And that gives me a chance to talk to you all about something else.
I know that these free throws are sponsored.
You are wrong there, Mo Ferrer.
Oh.
Ag Country Farm Credit Services, a farmer-owned co-op offering a wide array of custom financing and financial services. From loans and leases, crop insurance, tax records, they have you covered. Contact Ag Country, Stevens Point, Wausau, Marshfield, and Medford. Split a pair there, did Levica. Yeah. The Columbus free throws are sponsored, though.
Oh, I thought
you were half right. You were half right.
Well, I half read emails, so.
And it shows. Yeah, Casperson's going to come away. A steal given right back to the Dons. And then a foul all the way in the backcourt, racked up by Hartwig. Said that the Blue Jays are they're right next to you defensively. Dan is a little surprised. They haven't picked up full court pressure yet, but that may be coming. Although to this point it hasn't mattered.
They're up 2 touchdowns right now.
Yep. So we're about a quarter of the way through this contest. 14-0 Athens. And that one read like a book, Sophia Coker.
Telegraphed.
Quickly up to Diethelm. Now inside, and Hartwig a little bit too strong. Good defense there by the Dons.
Yeah, and this is what we've seen from Athens. They get a lot of shots up, a lot of really good shots, but they do have issues finishing at the rim. We saw that against Assumption a couple weeks ago as well.
Yeah, that day, fortunately for the Blue Jays, Assumption had trouble finishing.
Yeah.
Layup after layup after layup. Hartwig nearly picked up her second consecutive foul. Here's Casperson now all the way out near the half-court line and dribbles it off the side of her leg and out of bounds.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't look like it didn't look like Hartwig was doing a whole lot, but she just hounded the ball handler into dribbling it off her foot or off her knee.
Casperson will take a break. In comes Sierra Daringer. Number 5 out, number 4 in.
Yep. And even Neilsville doesn't show the pressure that Athens does, even in the half court. Neilsville, very good defensive team, playing man-to-man, and they do play some zone as well.
Tough shot there taken by Levica, comes up short. It's Courtney Summer gathering under the basket. No fast break allowed there. Blue Jays, that length, Dan, coming into play early and often here. That's probably a fast break against Spencer and Greenwood and Owen Withy and the rest of those like. Here's Diethelm. Timber! Danica Diethelm. Seems like we haven't had a bucket in a while, but we get one to start the second quarter here in Athens. And that's going to be stolen away by Hartwig, and foul on the floor is going to be called on Stratman. Head into Fleet Farm and get big savings on Milwaukee tools. Check out their selection of tool kits, tool storage options, and save up to $200. Get everything in one stop. Get it all at Fleet Farm. And timeout on the floor. Timeout Athens. And we'll do the same. You're watching girls playoff basketball on Zaleski Sports. Presented by Forward Bank and Insurance.
Snow piles up quickly. Remove it just as quickly with Kubota subcompact and compact tractors. Our #1 selling tractors are built to take on winter with front and rear mount snow blowers, blades, and rotary sweepers. Get select Kubota subcompact or compact tractors for 0 down, 0% APR for up to 60 months and save $1,000. See your local Kubota dealer today.
Your local Kubota dealer is Chili Implement, located 1 mile north of Highway 10 in Chili.
Snow piles up quickly.
Back here in Athens, Dan has got an important scoring update for us. It is an upset alert. It's early, but it's an upset alert.
Yeah, under 7 to play in the first half. Pacelli with an 8-point lead at Assumption.
The number 1 seed, Assumption Royals, here in this bracket. So that's why it's important. Geez, could you imagine if the 1 went down in a regional semi? I mean, it's happened before, but that's an upset for sure. Pacelli with essentially a buzzer beater to win it in a wild finish on Tuesday. Are they carrying that momentum with them all the way to Friday? Maybe. Athens sloppy with the ball coming out of the timeout. Here's Summer, baseline drive, and the Dons still can't find their way on the board. Klum, empty possession for the Dons, except for Ellenbecker stepping on the line. Tough spot there for Selena.
And that's the most the Dons cheered all night. The Dons fans have cheered all night, was that ball on the line. Not a lot to cheer for so far. Still early, first half.
It's the Winter Blitz sale at Stone Innovations. With the purchase of a new countertop, get a free installed stainless steel sink or 10% off tile backsplash and labor. Check out the discounts on flooring. This Winter Blitz offer is only at Stone Innovations, and the Don students come to their feet as freshman Haley Klum breaks the ice.
Yeah, good set play out of bounds.
So 11 minutes in, Dons are on the board, and Klum steals it away. Here come the Dons. Klum turns the corner into a horde of Blue Jays, and an offensive foul is called. You didn't like it, Dan.
No, it looked like the defender was still sliding in.
And Coach Wilczek is on your side. He has joined your camp in asking the official, what do you mean?
Yeah, it looked like an and one there. We don't have the best angle here, but
The Klum she went right into a Blue Jay nest of 4 Jays on that drive. That is showing some guts. And nearly got rewarded for it. Here's Kibble. Now Daringer inside the 3-point line. Got it. Back-to-back buckets for the Dons. And the boys are going wild across the gym from us.
they are.
School spirit.
Building a little bit of confidence here. This is probably a little bit faster of a game than Dons are used to playing.
Klum, another steal. Klum, fast break. And blocked by Hartwig. A big swat at the end of it from Hartwig, and she gets a kiss from Levicka. The smooch in the regional semifinal.
Yeah, you don't see that in boys basketball very
You don't
often.
see it in girls basketball. I don't know. Now, I've been watching a lot of Sopranos lately. You might see it in Italian basketball.
True.
Those people are kissing everybody all the time. So a foul comes way away from the basket, and it's going to be charged to Selena Ellenbecker. That's her second, team foul number 4, and Ellenbecker is going to take a seat. Sophia Coker will come in. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Get a free quote from Carrie Van Oort, State Farm on auto, homeowners, renters, and more. Marshfield residents, find Carrie Van Oort State Farm on Facebook to get started. Klum is unconscious. She's got 5 of the 7 Dons points as it's been an offensive explosion for Columbus Catholic in the last 3 minutes. Another steal, this one by Summer. And batted out of bounds by Levicka. I mentioned Carrie Van Oort State Farm. I'm processing a claim on a vehicle right now through Carrie Van Oort. Carrie's making the process nice and easy. I bumped my wife's Traverse into a snowbank. I did.
How upset is she?
Not. As a matter of fact, I'll talk about this in just a minute. She's actually quite happy right now. Here's Daringer and into Zimmerman. Zimmerman collects it and double dribbles the call. So what I did was dropped it off at Wheeler's in Marshfield. Wheeler's proud sponsor here at Zaleski Sports. I give back to those who give to us is what I do. So I took it there for a little restoration on the bumper, set my eyes on something else, and Rachel's getting a new car on Monday for Wheeler's.
All right.
So she's quite happy that I'm bonking her cars into snowbanks. It was in my own driveway.
Yeah.
I did it. Yeah. And the bumper just like fell off. I'm going to call bad news on Chevy, just making weak bumpers. And it's going to be a foul on Hartwig, I think.
Yep.
So Hartwig picks up the foul. That's team foul number 5. And
it's
for Giselle, it is her second. So to the bench goes Giselle Hartwig. In for the first time tonight is senior number 1, Addison Zettler. So
the Dons are packing the lane, and Athens is having a hard time trying to get interior passing and good looks down there.
Klum works all the way through, bodies on the floor. Summer with the rebound, now taken away by the Blue Jays, lands in the hands of Sydney Coker. After all this, though, it's still the 10-point Blue Jays lead. Dons, though, have come alive here in this second quarter. Entry pass, Coker, too strong. Diethelm on the opposite side, not able to corral it, but Daringer slaps it into the stage.
I mean, that's exactly what happened.
Yep. I call him as I see him up here.
Yeah. Whoa.
Yeah, Zimmerman didn't see the inbound pass, but it didn't affect anything. Last off of Zimmerman, though, it'll stay with the Blue Jays. Coach Wilczek says, no, that's my ball.
Athens been sloppy the last 5 minutes of this game.
Incredibly sloppy.
Yeah, a lot of turnovers, a lot of missed shots, badly missed shots.
Diethelm, that won't go. Rebound out to Klum. And again, I talked to Coach Wilczek before the game. He wanted this to be a low-scoring game. He has a low-scoring game.
Yeah.
Here's Summer in the corner. Now Kibble, quick now. Zimmerman, foot on the line. No. Rebound Klum. And Klum traveled.
Yeah, I talked a little bit about pace before this game started, that if the Dons were going to be in this game, it would have to be a very slow game, just like Coach Wilczek said, and it's happening.
Yeah, it's somewhat slow and somewhat just bad shooting, really, on both sides.
Yeah.
To this point. But Coach Wilczek has got the game he's wanted. Now can he coach his girls to an upset here on the road? Under 5 to play here in half number 1. Another missed shot. That one, Sydney Coker. Zimmerman comes away with it. Back come the Dons. Down by 10. Quickly to Klum. Klum, ball fake. Zimmerman pivots. Klum guarded closely by Levica. Now Klum goes to work, and an offensive foul that time on Haley Klum, her second in the last few minutes.
That one was definitely deserved.
So second on Klum, 5th team foul, and each team now with 5 fouls here in this first half. Thanks to our game day sponsors, Hawkins Ash, Draxler Transport, Woodfield Inn and Suites, and Rems Funeral Home. I haven't checked the chat box in a while. Julie, Justin, Katie. Hi, everybody. Hello, friends. It's almost time for Gym Dance.
It is.
Getting there. We're so close. We're 6 weeks away?
6 weeks.
Not even that much?
I think the bracket's out in 2 weeks.
Oh, no, I was referring to the golf Gym Dance.
Augusta.
Yes,
Gotcha.
hello, friends.
Hello, friends.
Here at famous Augusta Men's Club.
It is.
Right? They've kept it to men.
Yeah.
It's a whole different. That's for a whole different broadcast. Foul there is going to be called on Sophia Coker, her second. But the Athens, Dan, I mentioned this before, the Blue Jays play with fouls all season long.
That's true.
So there's no concern there. Daringer, jump ball awarded. And, sometimes we scoff at the jump ball. That was Daringer, very well done there.
Well earned.
Well earned. And possession arrow points to the Blue Jays. So it'll eventually lead to an extra possession for the Dons.
Yeah, absolutely. This game's gotten a lot more physical than what it was early on in the early stages. Athens really struggling to score the ball right now.
It's Ellen Beckers. Now Zettler.
And they have opted against shooting threes. I think they've only shot 1 3 tonight.
Yeah, Ellen Becker made one.
Yeah.
That was the only one I remember. Well, here's a chance. Zettler will launch one, too strong. And it's going to be last off of Kibble. It'll stay with the Blue Jays. Score update from Neilsville. They're playing Mondovi tonight, speaking of the Neilsville Warriors.
Yep.
30-12 at halftime. Neilsville up over the Mondovi Buffaloes.
Pacelli up 20-15. That one is just about at the half.
Still an upset alert. It's early.
It's still early.
Usually you don't get the red flashing light upset alert until like 5-7 minutes left, but we'll give it now because that's the number 1 seed. That's a big deal. Number 1 seed on the top half of the bracket, but still. Number 1 goes down, and people start to get energized. The rest of the teams alive in the bracket anyway would.
The game tomorrow would be very, very energized.
Yeah. Here's Hartwig. Got that one partially blocked by Summer, and it's going to stay with the Blue Jays. Coach Wilczek looking. Coach Wilczek, his head did a 360. His body did not. He was looking to find somebody to give him a call.
It's halftime in Rapids. Pacelli leads by 7.
7-point Pacelli Cardinals lead, riding the momentum of a exciting game on Tuesday, and Summer blast into Hartwig. That's a foul. So, well, let me do this update here first. Purple Mountain Solutions, your go-to partner in assisting with all facets of your supply chain. Whether purchasing, warehousing, or transportation, public, private, medical, you know you can depend on Purple Mountain Solutions to get it there safely and efficiently. I just had a message come in about Haley Klum. So I mentioned earlier I would do some more explaining on that. That is a relative of mine. And so a couple decades ago, that's how the family name was introduced to us in the family. So that's what I go with. I go with what what my family tells me, and how that family introduced themselves to my family.
Makes sense.
Yeah, just go with that.
The loudest people in the gym are the Columbus boys right now.
Oh, by far.
Yeah.
Near steal there for Hartwig. Body's on the floor. Daringer is able to get it free to Casperson. Coach Wilczek wants a foul. No foul.
Yeah, it was a good no call. I didn't really see a whole lot.
Still a 10-point game. Here's Kibble out now to Summer. Summer with the ball fake. Didn't take a shot. Casperson calls for it. 3. No. Rebound, Sophia Coker.
It's been 17-7 for a really long time.
I think since about, for the last 4 minutes of game time at least.
I think Athens.
Klum went on that run.
Yeah, I think Athens has 2 points in the last 10 minutes of game time.
That is very possible. Inside now, and Wawicka breaks the streak. Fouled on the basket. Breaks the drought.
Yeah, they're doing a better job of cutting to the basket instead of just having post people down there.
Find your next career path with just a phone call to Express Employment Professionals. Locations in Wausau, Stevens Point, and Marshfield. No matter where you are in central Wisconsin, save yourself some time. Find your next employer at expresspros.com. Joe and Mr. Beast come in. I've seen the Mr. Beast on here before. I have no idea what that is. There's a Mr. Beast Instagram or YouTube, right? He's like the most popular, most profitable. I think that's who it is. There's Daringer, and attempted to find a way to get to Zimmerman, but that ball would have needed to turn 2 different times on the way through there.
So you think that the Mr. Beast is watching regional semifinal action?
If I were him, I would. Yeah. The Mr. Beast. He's a billionaire YouTuber.
Yeah.
Right, Cindy? Right, yeah, billionaire? Yeah. I've never seen a single second of what he does, but I read headlines. And now the Blue Jays gave it back. So the Dons tried to force the inside this time. Jays tried to force it that time. Neither able to find the inside.
Yeah, it is not a very well-flowing game right now.
Daringer on the floor and jump ball.
Yeah, the official on your side was going to call a foul, the wraparound foul.
That's what Coach Wilczek is asking for. He's just off camera to the left, but that's exactly what he's asking for. So that Daringer tie-up a moment ago earns this possession arrow here. Daringer outside to Zimmerman. Now Casperson. Coach Keefe tells her defense stay in control. There's Kibble, nice ball fake. Leaner, no. And a rebound brought down by Sophia Coker.
Yeah, 2 more dribbles to get to the basket there.
She had space.
Yeah.
Jays call out a play. I don't think they're a hold for one type of outfit, but maybe. Nope, they are not. And inside, Sophia Coker draws the foul, and 2 free throws coming up for Sophia Coker as a portion of the Dons cheering section just emptied out to go to the concession stand.
Yeah, you got to beat the crowd.
40 seconds left to play in the first. I wish I wouldn't see what I see sometimes, but I do, and I just have to talk about it. People know me, know that. And no home rim advantage here. H&S Manufacturing in Marshfield is hiring. H&S offers top wages along with a very generous benefits package. Get health, dental, life, disability, 401k, cash bonus, $2 shift bonus, and vacation that has you earning it on day one. Looking for welders, painters, assemblers, both first and second shift. Apply online at hsmfgco.com. That's H&S Manufacturing of Marshfield. Jays have built the lead to 21-7 here in the first half. Hartwig bats the ball out of bounds. It'll stay with the Dons.
.28 seconds left to play.
Some of the dads giving coaching advice here on this side.
That's their job.
That is their job. Funny you don't find a dad on the bench down there. And ball rolled slowly, and what are we going to have here? Jump ball.
Man, I think if you're Athens, you're almost better off just taking it second half and trying to draw up an easy 2. But now the Dons will have it at halftime.
So 13 seconds as the coach to our right just hollered out. Thank you, Coach. Everybody's a coach. Ellen Becker. Dons with the spoof countdown, and it worked as Ellen Becker launched early. Dons, good if it goes, but they don't get a shot off. And our first half ends, I guess, appropriately to the way that the first half, the flow went anyway. All right.
Her friends are giving her trash talk over here about listening to the fans.
She was believing the Columbus student section. They started the countdown about 5 seconds early. She went with it. Ellen Becker did.
Which is smart. It is smart.
For the fans?
Yeah.
Yeah, why not? You're a part of the game, as long as you keep it clean. That was clean.
Usually it doesn't happen on the road, but it did here.
21-7, our halftime score. You're watching girls playoff basketball on Zaleski Sports, presented by Forward Bank and Insurance.
Now more than ever, it's crucial for your business to be able to ship your products safely and efficiently, both near and far. Purple Mountain Solutions is your local specialist for logistics and supply chain management in both public and private sectors. Bringing years of leadership, excellent attention to detail, and a dedication to the job at hand is what keeps Purple Mountain Solutions the leader in transportation, logistics, supply chain management, and warehousing. Get your products right where they need to be and put your trust in a business you can trust. Purple Mountain Solutions.
Really got to understand what a nurse is. Do they focus on you? You know, do they make sure that you're comfortable? And, you know, that's what Shai has. It's the connection that he has, you know, my best interest in mind, always.
Why wait another day? Let's take the next step together towards a better life.
For years, our Store Innovations customers told us they love our countertops, but only wanted to deal with one company for their entire kitchen project. Well, we've heard you. So now Store Innovations can give you a brand new kitchen with the same high quality products, selection, expertise we've been giving you for years. And now we can give you that brand new kitchen in just 1 week. After sitting down with our designers, picking out cabinets, countertops, and flooring, it will only take us 1 week to install everything. Store Innovations, new kitchens in just 1 week.
I had an employee at once ask me to prioritize family, faith, and business, and I put them in that order in particular. For each one of our employees, it's family first. You do what is best for you and your family. Then the rest of it will take care of itself. It's about making sure you make the best decisions for you and your family.
All right, back here to Athens. It is halftime, 21-7, Blue Jays lead in what has been an offensively challenged first half on both sides, to say the least. It has been a ball handler's or ball handling coach's nightmare, amongst other things. We see what the second half brings us, but before we even get close to talking about that, Dan's going to give us some first half scoring. First, Don, I probably already know the answer because there's 7, but start with the Dons. Tell us how the 7 happened.
Yeah, Haley Klum went on a 5-0 run by herself for 5 points, and one basket by Sierra Derringer.
Okay, so, 7 points. They're easy to keep track of at that number. But the Jays, really not that much different. The 21 points, I won't remember all of them, but I remember most of them in this case. And first half scoring for the Athens Blue Jays.
Yeah, for the Blue Jays, 5 points for Sophia Coker, 1 of 2 at the line. 4 points apiece for Addison Levica and Giselle Hartwig. 3 points apiece for Selena Ellenbecker and Danica Diethelm. 2 points for Sydney Coker. The Dons have not been to the free throw line yet. Athens has been there 7 times, successful on 3 attempts, 3 of 7 for about 42%.
Yeah, and that's been a problem this season for the Blue Jays. You can talk about the fouling, and you foul too much, but we're aggressive, and we know in the end what we can do with the fouls. But the free throw shooting, as you advance into the playoffs, that's got to be a concern.
Yeah, there's a lot of concerns, I think, right now for the Athens Blue Jays. They don't seem like they were a better team than when we saw them a couple of weeks ago and a couple of weeks before that against Edgar. The second half, the Blue Jays, if they have the aspirations that we know that they do to win tomorrow and then to win next Thursday, next Saturday, they're going to have to up their gameplay, right? Because too many turnovers, too many missed shots, just too many mistakes, so many mental errors right now.
Yep, there have been, and I mentioned this a couple of times, but it bears repeating. Coach Wilczek told me, Don's head coach, Ron Wilczek, told me prior to the game he wanted a low-scoring game. He's got exactly that. In a low-scoring game, and we've seen it sometimes on the boys' side, you'll try to slow it down and see if you can grind one out, but in the end, though, whether the score is low or high, you still need to score more points than the other side. And the 7 points for the Dons not going to get the job done either. So we look forward to second half of play. We'll take another commercial break and bring you back with some scores from around the area. Right after this on Zaleski Sports, presented by Forward Bank and Insurance. Wondering what to feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids has tasty, char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between, check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See our complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids.
At Bauer & Fine Business Technologies in Marshfield, our company has been serving Central Wisconsin since 1955. We're still locally owned and believe strongly in supporting the communities that support us. If you're a current customer, thank you. If you're not a current customer, we'd love to work with you. Let's talk about copiers, printers, postage meters, and network services. Give us a call today at 800-288-2712 or visit our website at b-bt.com. Bauer & Fine Business Technologies. Better business together.
At Express Employment Professionals, we place people from all walks of life in all kinds of jobs.
Hi, welcome to Express. Please sign in and have a seat.
Great, thanks. Great, thanks. Great, thanks. Great, thanks.
Witness the difference of a Catholic education at Columbus Catholic Schools.
I think everyone should just know what makes this place special.
Come and see. That's just what the Lord always said, and put your toe in the water. There are great schools, and it's a good fit. I'd always want them to come and to just feel the goodness and the family atmosphere.
I invite everyone just to come in and see what it's about and to see if it might be right for them and their family.
We invite you to schedule a tour today.
Back here in Athens watching girls basketball playoffs on Zaleski Sports. Jason Zaleski here. Dan Ross on my right. Sydney Seavey producing tonight's broadcast. I know we've mentioned some scores from around the area during the game, during the first half anyway, and Dan's got a couple maybe halftime scores to pass along.
Yeah, a lot of these games are actually going into the second half. We're a little bit behind other games here.
It's a little hard to believe, but I'll believe him.
Yeah. The Edgar Wildcats, the 2 seed, leading the number 7 seed Newman Cardinals, 34-15. That is at the half. 19-point lead. Look like they are rolling to hosting the regional final tomorrow. Again, the winner of that game plays the winner of this game.
Yep.
Athens up by 14. Your Marshfield Tigers taking on Holman.
Tell me about it.
44-25 lead. That's
right.
a 6-11 game.
Roll Tigers.
If the Tigers win, they travel where tomorrow?
Likely to Hortonville. The 4 would have to win, but likely to Hortonville.
Okay.
Yep.
Spash Panthers, I think they're playing Oshkosh West.
They are.
Yep, 35-21. Spash, of course, feels they were underseeded.
Well, they're proving it tonight. That point, anyway. They are the home 8 seed, hosting the 9.
Yep.
But, yeah, there's one way to go and show that you felt you were underseeded.
Yeah, go out and win the game.
Okay.
16 minutes left in Rapids, 22-16. Pacelli still leads. They're up by 6, 16 left.
Yeah, that's the most unexpected result of the night.
So far.
So far. Thank you. So far.
So far. The Mosinee Indians playing Shawano in Division II basketball. Mosinee leads 26-25 at halftime. That's a 4-5 game, I believe.
Yep. Interim head coach, Jeremy Jersley.
Yep. And then the last game that is on the network tonight, Wittenberg-Burnhamwood is hosting the Stratford Tigers.
Yeah.
Wittenberg doubling up Stratford 34-17. That's into the second half.
We talked about offensively challenged teams, and Stratford Tigers are in that category there for sure. All right, let's take our final commercial break. We'll bring you back in 60 seconds for the start of the second half here on Zaleski Sports, presented by Forward Bank and Insurance.
For over 50 years, the Dental Clinic of Marshfield has served the area with the talent and expertise of big city dentistry with a hometown feel. With our multi-specialty staff and board-certified periodontist, orthodontist, and pediatric dentist, Dental Clinic of Marshfield has solutions for our patients of all ages from 1 to 100. We take pride in being in-network with an array of insurance companies to meet the needs of our community and our patients. No matter what your dental need, the Dental Clinic of Marshfield will be there for you.
I had an employee at once ask me to prioritize family, faith, and business, and I put them in that order in particular. For each one of our employees, it's family first. You do what is best for you and your family. Then the rest of it will take care of itself. It's about making sure you make the best decisions for you and your family.
The Columbus student section here is all SpongeBob SquarePants right now. Guess they're ready for an undersea battle down at Sandy Bottom.
See that.
21-7. 3 touchdowns for the Blue Jays, 1 for the Dons in the first half. You know, think about that, though, Dan. If this was a football score, that totally, close, within the realm of possibility. A basketball score, maybe it's the same thing. We'll find out. Second half of play.
Yeah, I'd be really interested in how aggressive Athens is in the full court, trying to create more mayhem, more pressure.
Addison Levica got a little bit handsy there, attempting to deny the entry pass from behind. That's her first. In it comes to Klum on the floor. Ball still being searched for and kept alive by Kibble. Now Casperson. Casperson wheels all the way around. And foul here is going to go on Ellenbecker, I think. Yep, so her third now. As Ellenbecker and Klum got tied up under the basket.
That should be her second.
Her second? Sorry.
Yeah.
No, it's her third.
It's her third.
Yeah, I remember she went out with her second in the first half, so third. Well, hold on here. Hold on. Did they just call a double foul? May have called a double foul. They did, Dan. They called a double foul on Ellenbecker and on Klum. And it'll be the Dons to inbound.
I thought maybe that was alternate arrow for that, but maybe not.
Kibble rifles it right to Klum. Klum bounces it inside to Zimmerman. Off the side of the backboard, no good. Ball is in the hands of Sophia Coker and then tied up. This will be Blue Jays basketball. On the possession arrow.
Jump ball number 6 on the game.
Number 6, okay. About on pace for an average night, I think. Potentially a little behind.
In coaching girls basketball, we see a lot of those throw it really hard from 4 feet away.
Oh, man. Yeah. Well, if you can catch it, I guess then we're okay.
It's true.
Here's Ellenbecker. 3 on the way, just short. And ball's going to be tipped out by Kibble. Tipped it out of the hands of Sophia Coker.
Yeah, quick hands by Kibble.
James, Robert, Isaac have all checked in online. A layup there for Coker, no good. Maybe a little bit more than a layup. I guess you call that a jump shot. 4-foot jumper, too strong.
Still got to make it.
Stratman up ahead to Casperson, back to Lilly. So pass it over the top of the 1-3-1. Now Casperson caught in the corner. Jay's not able to take it away. Again, the trap comes in the corner out of that zone defense. Summer, Kibble inside the line, got it. Shoots a 17.5-footer, almost like a three-point shot, but it counts for 2.
These hot dogs smell good.
Hot dogs smell good. How was the pretzel? I know it's the best hot pretzel in the whole area.
Yeah, I think it's the only place that has pretzels here.
Well, that makes it the best.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
You know what? I ran into another one somewhere just recently. Maybe Colby. I don't remember where it was. Foul there called on who?
Stratman, her
Stratman,
third.
Okay, thank you. Nobody knows potatoes in Wisconsin quite like Heartland Farms. With roots in Amherst, now based in Hancock, this 5th-generation potato and vegetable farm produces many varieties of chipping potatoes, currently farming 27,000 irrigated acres and growing. Learn more about the best in the potato business at heartland.farm. That's heartland.farm. Pair of free throws. Each team has scored twice now in the half, or tallied 2 points.
Columbus is inching closer to the double figures.
In a regional, make sure I get this right here, in a regional semifinal last year, Columbus scored 9 in the entire game against Assumption, so scores on 9 right now. Just historical perspective, that's all.
Yeah.
It's a matter of fact.
Assumption got a silver ball last year for that run.
Yeah, right. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. As Sydney Coker, 10-footer.
4 points for her tonight.
Okay.
Feel like the Dons are in the danger zone a little bit right now.
Yeah, especially if Casperson couldn't and didn't and now turned it over, did the Dons. It's a team turnover there. Yeah, another 2 or 3 Blue Jay buckets for sure, and there'd be some trouble here for the dark blue. A little bit easier breathing perhaps for the light blue. Not as of yet, though. Still 25-9. Don's students jeering the Athens fans on this side.
There's a question in the chat about Maggie Callahan.
Okay, I'll look at it in a minute.
Yeah, not playing, wondering what is going on.
Haley Klum has just picked up her 4th foul. I would say the Don's best offensive threat.
Yeah, and there is somebody, I saw somebody on crutches. I don't know if that's her. I don't want to.
No, Callahan's
she's
suited
sitting
up.
there.
She's suited up. She's 3rd on the bench right now. It has not seen the floor tonight. So beyond that, I don't know anything.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Oh,
that's
nice.
a great move.
Yep, good job there by Levica. A little bit of a drop step on the turn and got great position.
Yeah, anytime you can get the defender on your back and know exactly where the defender is, it's pretty easy to spin off. And if you have a teammate that can pass it to you, it's almost a guaranteed 2 points.
Stratman, foot inside the line. Shot no good, but it's going to stay with the Dons as Hartwig bounced it out of bounds.
That stage is getting punished.
Well, that's why it's got padding on it.
That's true.
To protect itself.
That's like the 5th or 6th ball that was swatted over there.
Zeringer, mid-range, no. And ball rebounded by Sydney Coker. Called for it did Hartwig. Hartwig baseline cut off there by Kibble.
One thing the Dons have done really well is prevented the fast break opportunities that Athens gets in transition.
As that ball came inside to Sophia Coker, Kibble went to dig and earned herself a jump ball. Earned her team a jump ball. Where's the weight room, the Dons chant goes. All right.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm all right with that. Quickly down to Summer. Summer hammered by Diethelm.
Yeah, good foul.
That looked like a clear layup. For the best in recreational or hunting properties in Wisconsin, call Brian Roosh with Whitetail Properties. Share your goals with Brian. He'll tell you where and how to make it a reality. 715-213-4468. That's 715-213-4468 for Whitetail Properties of Wisconsin. Yeah, I read James's comment now about Callahan. I don't know anything more than she's suited up and on the bench. Offensive rebound. Stratman, 16, good. So Dons into double figures.
Those were the first free throws of the night for the Dons.
Baseline jumper good for Sydney Coker.
It looks like she practices those.
Here in the gym and at basketball camp.
Yeah.
And for what the Blue Jays will expect of her for the remainder of this season and next year, that's probably what she should be practicing, as Daringer bumps Diethelm off the spot. That's like a hockey, just kind of rubbed her out. So under 14 to play here in the game. Some crowd control in front of us, Dan.
Yeah.
Oh, nice move. Layup, Lavica. Inbound play.
She's got 8.
Okay, 20-point lead now for the Jays. Their largest lead here tonight.
Looking more and more like we are going to have an Athens-Edgar rematch.
Stolen away by Diethelm. Here's Hartwig on the run. Layup is good.
That's a high difficulty layup.
Shot it up and over and through Stratman.
Yeah, and took off a step too far probably, but made it look good.
Zimmerman, baseline jumper, and timeout Dons. Dons will talk about it. 33-13, Blue Jays lead on Zaleski Sports, presented by Forward Bank and Insurance. Jenny Shaner, Realtor First Weber, has been a Central Wisconsin resident her entire life. That means she has the inside edge on knowing the landscape and what it takes to care for your real estate needs. Whether you're buying or selling, Jenny Shaner, Realtor First Weber, is your friend and neighbor, ready to help.
I'm Jenny Shaner, Realtor First Weber, with experience in residential and commercial real estate. Let's work together as a team for a win in your next real estate transaction.
Back here to Athens, coming out of a Columbus Catholic timeout. Dons trail by 20. 13-22 left to play. You know, Dan, the playoffs are great. A lot of excitement. Teams move on, advance towards state, all that excitement. It's a bittersweet time of year as well, as seniors all across the state, including here on this basketball floor, will play their last organized basketball game.
Yeah.
So something to think about.
That's the sad part of it.
It is. It is. But, you know, I can tell you this, being an old man now, all the memories, they all stay with you. The memories don't go anywhere.
Yeah.
And those are the fun part, the memories.
Yeah, and the teams are bonded forever.
Yep. Yeah, all the bus rides and locker rooms. Shooting foul is going to send Lavica to the line for 2. Mutual of Wausau Insurance, protecting homes, farms, and businesses since 1875. Visit mutualofwausau.com to find an agent near you, as the first is missed by Lavica. Auburndale up big with 9 minutes left, 50-21 over Marathon. That's Division IV basketball, as the Blue Jays miss a pair of free throws. Dan, that's it's probably too late in the year to get better at free throws, but that's a big concern for the Blue Jays.
Absolutely. Now, Athens a little bit deeper than most of the teams they're going to play in Division 5. I mean, they played 8-9 girls tonight. So depth is not an issue. Free throw shooting is an issue. Ball handling, taking care of the ball from turnovers.
Mm-hmm. Dons pick up full court action and nearly stolen away by Stratman, but she was boxed out by Diethelm.
Yeah, that was a really good play.
Yeah. And collision, Daringer mows down Lavica.
Not intentional, of course.
No, like I said, what she did before was kind of like a hockey check. That was a little bit the same. Check her into the boards.
No, she went for the ball.
On her way to the ball, checked her into the boards. I liked it. Remains a 20-point game, under 13 to play.
I'd say this is the last time that we're going to be in this gym, but that's maybe not going to happen. Sectional might be here.
Right now it's scheduled to be here. See what the schedule ends up being. Here's Kibble, 3, no. And whistle, Diethelm is going to get charged with the foul on the rebound. Diethelm was walking the other way. She goes, no, that's not on me. She was going into the offensive set. Second on Diethelm, fourth on the Blue Jays here in the half.
Maybe big in theater.
Ball taken away by Sidney Coker. Here's Diethelm. Inside, what an athletic move there. Addison Levicka reached behind her to grab the pass.
Yeah, she definitely understands where her body is and what she needs to do in order to get to the best spot possible for a layup.
Pass down to Summer was tipped away by Diethelm and intercepted by the Blue Jays. Quickly now into Hartwig. Taken away by Kibble. Errant pass. Here comes Kibble. Nobody has stopped ball yet. Kibble dribbles around, and 2 free throws coming up for Jenna Kibble. She dribbled around the defender. Spectrum Benefit Solutions, with offices located throughout central Wisconsin. Spectrum Benefit Solutions is your group benefits provider for health, dental, accident, and life insurance. Spectrum Benefit Solutions works with hundreds of clients of all sizes to help you attract and retain the best employees. Find Spectrum Benefit Solutions on Facebook to get started. And of course, Dan, everybody knows that this is a Serve Pro Jamie Wenzel trip to the free throw line for Jenna Kibble. Jamie Wenzel at Serve Pro for the #1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro, like it never even happened. There's a read you were asking for in the first half.
One of my favorites.
It's a pretty good one.
First 2 made free throws of the night for the Dons.
Okay, 20-point margin remains. The only thing that has not been a constant is the clock ticking down here in the second half.
Yep. After this game, we'll be giving out hardware tomorrow night.
That's right.
Regional plaques.
Plaques to be photographed with pride.
Yeah, absolutely.
After that, they kind of go in a closet somewhere.
Yep.
But lots of nice pictures tomorrow holding the plaque.
Yep. You win tonight, you're in the round of 32, I believe.
That's true. Reverse layup attempted by Sophia Coker. Now Ellenbecker, 3, got it. Got the bounce, did Ellenbecker.
It's those home rims.
Rim twice, backboard once, through the net. Just the second made 3 for the Blue Jays tonight. Ball bouncing on the floor, and Blue Jays going to come away with it. Here's Levicka, down to Hartwig. Now Ellenbecker, 3 again. No, but she's fouled. 3 free throws coming up for Selena Ellenbecker.
Yeah, you got to let the shooter come down.
So I think that was Summer that interfered with the free throw attempt. Yeah. It is her second. Team foul number 6 on the Dons, but again, shooting foul of the 3-point occasion.
Brutal.
It's been the thing all season.
We were here earlier for an Edgar game. I think Athens must have missed 20 free throws that night.
Well, they missed 13 that night.
Yeah,
I remember.
It was so many in a close game.
Yeah, they were, 7 of 20, whatever, something like that. And it probably should have cost them that night, but it didn't.
2 of 3 that time down, though.
Okay, so that's in the plus territory.
Yeah.
Above the Mendoza line.
25-point game right now. Athens slowly pulling away.
Yeah, it's been kind of inch by inch, not mile by mile like some might have thought, but it has been inch by inch here tonight.
8 minutes left in Rapids. Assumption leads 42-33, so
big second half underway for the Royals.
Things going better in the second half. But so the 1 seed looks like it's going to be safe.
Hang on. Pacelli likes to make dramatic comebacks. At least in Rosholt they do, as they did on Tuesday night.
For those that have not watched the last 3 or 4 minutes of that game, it is popcorn-style must-watch viewing.
It is available on demand on YouTube. You can also get highlights of that game on many different Facebook Zaleski Sports channels. It was glorious.
Rushville with a big lead at halftime.
23-9.
Yep. And Pacelli kept eating into it, and they took the lead maybe like 33-32 with 3-4 minutes left, something in there.
Mm-hmm.
And
Daringer pops for 3.
It's hard to describe the last, I would say, 30 seconds of that game.
I don't know that you can. Because
Yeah.
it would take an hour to describe all 30 seconds.
It took an hour of us talking about it afterwards.
It's a wayward shot there off the hand of Sophia Coker. Back come the Dons, down by 22. They got to go now as we just about entering the fourth quarter of play. Batted away by Ellenbecker, up ahead, Harwig on the run out.
That's what the Dons have not been given up tonight. The Blue Jays like to flap their wings and run. Fly down the court.
They certainly do. They wing flap with the best of them. No doubt about that. Hartwig looked at a 3. Levica is fouled by Daringer, and that will put the Blue Jays in the bonus. 1-1 coming up for Addison Levica.
Pacelli has cut it to 7.
Okay, I said I'm not convinced that one's over. You can tell me anything you want. I'm not convinced.
Levica is at the line. She is 2 of 5. Make it 3 of 6.
Okay.
Yeah, Pacelli was up by 3 with 20 seconds left. Rusholt hit a 3 with a foul. 4-point play to go up by 1.
Yep.
On the inbound, there was, 10 seconds, 12 seconds left. They inbound the ball. Somehow, Pacelli has a 3-on-1 down the other end of the floor, make a 14-foot bank shot.
And the Rosholt still had a shot at the buzzer to win it. The ball was in the air to win. All that happened in the last 20 seconds.
Yeah, it was absolutely insane. Great playoff game.
Speaking of bonus, the Dons now in the bonus. That'll send Sierra Daringer to the free throw line as the Blue Jays have achieved team foul number 7. Forward Bank and Insurance are proud supporters of Athens basketball. Our team in Athens is excited to cheer on our athletes and to help our customers support the community. Open your account today and help us move Athens forward. Veronica online tells us she's enjoying the game. Thank you, Veronica. We enjoy you being here. Zimmerman, offensive rebound and putback.
The Dons having a much better second half.
Well, they're 1 point shy of doubling their offensive output in the second half, so that's one fact. Free throw is coming up for Sophia Coker as she turned from the right side. Who'd they assess that on?
I think it's Stratman's 4th.
Stratman, foul number 4, indeed it is. And it looks like Mira Torbay is going to come in and get Lily Stratman. No, they changed it?
Called it on Kibble.
Okay. So that may change Coach Wilczek's mind. No, Torbay is still going to come in. Instead, it'll be Klum getting a break. Get Haley a rest and then probably bring her out the next minute and a half or so. It won't be a very long rest. Don's down by 24. Bucket. Couple of free throws there for Sophia Coker. So they heard us bad-mouthing their free throw skills.
Yeah.
They've shot better since then.
It's good. The announcer's jinx. The reverse jinx.
That's right. Zimmerman baseline drive all the way under the basket and then a foul. So Zimmerman's going to head to the free throw line. And Dan, if you're looking for a comeback for the Dons, that's a huge part of it. If you can get to the free throw line, score points with the shot, with the clock stopped, that's how you make a 25-point comeback. But they'll need to shoot a lot of free throws. But they might. The Blue Jays do like to foul. Zimmerman earns herself another free throw.
The Dons now 3 of 6 at the line tonight.
Good. Yeah, Dons probably need to finish the night. I mean, in all honesty, I'm not joking here. From the free throw line, if they were to come back, probably need to finish like 20 of 25.
At least, yeah.
Yeah. So 8 minutes left. Jays, though, with no Thoughts on slowing it down? Up by 23. Dons with a possession.
We have seen that. They were up 12 against Assumption with 4 minutes left and shot themselves in the foot a couple times by going too fast.
We don't do such things, but if I were to give an all hustle award, it would go to Sierra Daringer here tonight. Blue Jays call the timeout. Girls basketball playoffs on Zaleski Sports, presented by Forward Bank and Insurance. The Sports Den, located on Marshfield's sunny south side since 1975. The Sports Den has the area's best selection of outdoor equipment. Find top brands of snowshoes, cross-country and downhill skis, snowboards, swimming equipment, skateboards, and more. The Sports Den has a full-service bike repair center along with top bike brands, Specialized, Trek, and others. The Sports Den is Central Wisconsin's Fat Bike headquarters. Visit the Sports Den in Marshfield Monday through Saturday and thesportsden.net.
Seamless, without holes, faults, or interruption. The shape of transformation. Seamless unites experience with insight. Seamless is CLA. Putting seamless into practice to help you reach unsummited heights. CLA, the seamless experience.
While we were away, you missed a Blue Jays Dons clap-off.
High school sports.
High school sports. Get the chant. If you're a so-and-so fan, stand up and clap your hands. And everybody in the gym stood up one moment or another. All right, Jays called the timeout. Looking to finish off the next 7 minutes and 50 seconds. Move on to a regional final tomorrow at Edgar. And a screen set by Ellenbecker is no good, and that is number 5 on Selena. So Dan's going to put a DQ next to Selena's name. She will head out.
That's her fourth foul.
That is 4? So 4 on number 4. My apologies for the quick call there. Thought it was 5. Addison Zettler in the game, though, anyway.
It looks like the top 3 seeds in this sectional are going to advance. Assumption's up by 11 pretty late in the game.
Okay.
Edgar's up by 32. That's pretty late in the game.
23 points here. Okay, so chalk perhaps will run the night here on regional semifinal night.
If anybody has the Iola against Almond Bancroft score, love to have that. You would be a hero of the show.
So that game's in Iola?
I believe so.
Well, let me just take a look at something. Let's see what old Jace can find.
So special thanks to our sponsors. They're the reason that we're able to broadcast playoff basketball, which is very expensive.
Yeah.
Right? And and not just big companies. Sometimes it's families and everyone contributes.
So Kibble with the bucket. Yeah, thank you for saying that, Dan. I'm not afraid to tell people. It costs us $250 additional per game. WIAA rights fee is what we pay, and so we're doing 7 games tonight. You can do the math on the rest of that through football and volleyball, basketball, hockey, baseball, softball. So it's it's a lot of money.
Yeah, you are definitely on their balance sheet.
Oh, I show up.
Yeah.
Yeah, Zaleski Sports Show. The WI, I don't have a parking spot there, but I believe we could probably get a couple. If all I'd have to do is ask. Down in at the Stevens Point office.
Yep. And forever free for everybody at home.
That's right, yeah, and we do it all for free because of our sponsors like Forward Bank and others. Let's see here, Dan. 35-33, Iola, 7.5 left to play.
You think they're paying $250 for that?
So the schools pay $150 to put a game on YouTube. So they get a discount if they keep it ad-free. Otherwise, they pay $200 with ads. Zaleski Sports pays $250 with ads.
It seems really convoluted.
It's kind of wacky. You know, the radio pays $50. So what they're saying is that we at least draw a 5 times audience than radio.
At least.
That's what the WIA is admitting. Yeah. These are just facts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I of course have a different opinion, and I know some different facts, but we'll leave that for some other conversation. 6.5 left.
And it's not unusual for you to get called the day of, like, hey, we need you to broadcast this game. We have money to pay you.
Yep.
Can you send someone out? And usually the answer is yes in the playoffs.
We'd like to.
Yeah.
We'd like to. Yeah. We were able to add one earlier today, so we had that. We had the luxury of already going to shoot highlights there, so it's just a little bit of equipment and another person. So, we can make it work.
Yeah.
So what Dan is saying is if your favorite team, you find them not on our live schedule, get a hold of us. See what we can do.
Yeah. And I can say this, and Jason's never going to say this, but I'll say it because I'm not the owner of the company.
Get ready with the mute button, Sydney.
Yeah. Jason Zaleski here, he puts on a lot of these playoff games at no profit. Like, Zaleski Sports isn't making money on the playoffs,
yeah,
right?
That's true. Yeah.
No, and paying staff, probably losing money on it, but still want to get the games out to everybody at home.
Stratman with the bucket. There's Hartwig. Blocked by Kibble. Kibble falling out of bounds, keeps it in. There's Maggie Callahan in the game. And as she was asked about earlier, Callahan in the game and playing. Ball loose on the floor, jump ball. If we broke even in the playoffs, I'm not sure how it would happen, but that would be something to celebrate.
Yeah.
I believe in math, and so it's just not there, the math. But, we enjoy high school sports as much as anybody else does. So, if I wasn't here broadcasting the game, I'd still be here watching it probably, or watching some other one.
Yeah, I would definitely be in a gym. Yeah. I usually am.
Yeah, same. Down to Zettler. Addison Zettler, a chance for points here tonight. Final out of Neilsville. Neilsville Warriors advance over Mondovi 49-33.
Where did they end up seed-wise? Were they the one?
They're the 1 seed in their southwestern, western bracket, whatever you call that out there. We don't get a chance to see Neilsville because of sometimes of that. We were able to show Neilsville in a sectional final last year. That was fun. They went to state.
Against Phillips.
See what happens this year.
Phillips is seated with them again, I believe.
They are the one on the top side of the bracket.
Yep.
Correct. Ball stolen away by Hartwig. Just over 5 minutes left to play. Again, Don's 8 seniors on the team. Some of them, as I look on the floor, do play a spring sport. Some don't. Zettler into Hartwig. Got it blocked by Kibble again. Another block for Jenna.
Yeah, I don't think that Hartwig's used to having to shot fake to get the defender in the air. She's so big, so tall.
Here's Callahan, 3, just short. Rebound out to Zettler.
For those of us that are height challenged, let's say, like if you're a guard playing basketball, you don't go down knowing that you're just going to go straight up with the shot because it's going to end up in the 8th row.
Yeah, or off the stage.
Yeah.
Entry pass all the way into Hartwig, and last off of the Dons. It'll stay with the Blue Jays.
The Dons are showing a lot of heart here in the second half.
Very much.
18-point game. It was in the 20s for quite a while in the second half, and have not given up.
Yeah, it's been tough defense played by these Dons. Here's Levica, way up. Give a score update. It is Almond Bancroft 41, Iola 39 with 5:20 left to play. Nail-biter in Iola.
Yeah, the 4-5 game.
Yeah.
Should be close.
Well, computer knows.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of complaining about the seeds. It's pretty good.
It's really good.
Yeah.
Kibble left alone, right-handed layup is good.
Yeah, good-looking play. 8 for Kibble, all in the second half.
Make sure to stay tuned to our Nasonville Dairy post-game show. Nasonville Dairy, fresh cheese curds made daily. We will talk to today's winning coach and our Zaleski Sports Highlight House player of the game. And this has been news to Dan, but it's all going to happen up here. We've got some issue with our microphone down on the scores table. So Dan's actually going to go down and patrol the floor, and he's going to send coach and player up here after the game. Good luck, Dan. It's a good job for you, though.
I'm up for the challenge.
Okay. I'd be happy to trade places with you, but...
Well, you have the jacket, so...
I do have the jacket. It's cold outside. Another missed free throw for the Blue Jays. Give some free throw numbers later. They won't look good for Athens. they've had worse nights. It won't be great as senior Haley Zimmerman comes off the floor, perhaps for the last time in her basketball career for Coach Wilczek. As did, Jenna Kibble's got the ball now. Lost her in the shuffle there. Here's Callahan.
Yeah, the Saturday afternoon walkthrough before the regional final is going to be a lot of free throw shooting, I'm guessing.
Man, I would say only. So you don't want to go crazy, burning a bunch of energy, but shoot some free throws, see what you can get figured out. Before I forget, let's make sure to congratulate Columbus Catholic seniors, Emily Boyer, Sierra Daringer, Mira Torbay, Haley Zimmerman, Lily Stratman, Sammy Becker, and Jenna Kibble. Absent of an 18-point comeback, final 3 minutes. There's Coker on the outside. Jays slowing this down just a little bit.
Assumption wins 60-39, much closer game than what that final is.
Yeah, a big second half explosion for the Royals tonight. 2-point game in Iola. Keep an eye on that. Ball's just rolling without an owner in the backcourt, and it's going to be long to the Dons.
Yeah, it should be inbounded up here. Yeah. Oh, good job by the officials.
Yep. All three, our third team on the floor, all three officials worked well together as senior Sam Becker comes on the floor. Senior Jenna Kibble goes off for the last time tonight. Sydney, go ahead and show the Dons bench over there as Jenna will enjoy a hug with Coach Ron Wilczek. And to Becker, and it's going to be a backcourt violation. Somebody say get off your phone? I don't know what that was. I'm not sure. And I don't need to know. Rounds of applause being given for Athens starters Giselle Hartwig, Addison Levica, and Sydney Coker. Off the floor for Columbus comes Lily Stratman. She will enjoy hugs with coaches and players. Diethelm got the shot rushed there a little bit, and then a foul is going to send Sam Becker to the free throw line for the Dons. So senior Becker get a chance to score here in a playoff game. Double bonus.
It is absolutely heartbreaking having seniors come off the floor for the last time. As a coach and as a kid, right?
Yeah.
So much effort and work put in, not just the 4 years of high school, but even junior high before that, and all the AAU, and the parents are such a huge part of it, and tears in the stands by the parents that have put so much effort into it. Yeah.
Yeah, the car rides, the Band-Aids on bruises and other things along the way for the parents.
A lot of 6 a.m. drive kids to practice.
Yep.
Yeah.
Fruit roll-ups, granola bars.
Yeah.
All those things.
Yep.
All part of it. Diethelm and throws that to the scorer's table. Coach Wilczek will lose the dribble. Turnover on Coach. He power dribbles it, though. Just show that ball who's boss, Coach. I tell you, one of the nicest guys, whether on the basketball floor or anywhere, Coach Ron Wilczek. Always with a smile on his face, willing to greet me or whoever it is. Talk to me for 10 minutes before the game today.
Nice.
Yeah. Yep.
They are very appreciative of the coverage, I know, for boys and girls.
Yep.
Almost all sports at Columbus.
Yeah, we're happy to do it as Sophia Coker comes off the floor. A lot of numbers out there, Dan, with under 2 minutes, and I don't know any of them.
Yeah, there's a lot of girls out there that aren't flushed or sweating yet.
Yep. But beginning, aside from any seniors left on the floor on either side, the rest of the reserves, though, Dan, perhaps beginning their high school basketball careers.
Yep.
Now remember that time they were on the playoff basketball floor when they were a senior.
Yep, for sure. I know you mentioned that Columbus has 8 seniors, and Athens not a senior laden team, although I think they have a couple. I don't have it in front of me.
2.
Yeah. And I don't think it's the starting 5, is it? That's a 5-second call.
Yep, a lot of dribbling there by Ellen Becker. And she's one of them. So Selena is the lone starting senior.
Okay.
And then we've seen Addison Zettler come off the bench.
Yep.
Those are the two, a very well put together junior class in Athens. So, freshman Haley Klum. Tell you what, we're going to hear a lot about Klum over the next 3 years.
Yeah.
Basketball in Central Wisconsin. She'll be on the top of a lot of people's list to do a lot of things.
I don't know Columbus Dons basketball that well, but I have definitely heard of her already.
So that kind of proves it right there.
Yep.
Again, Nasonville Dairy postgame show coming up. We will have Athens head coach Kincaid Keefe join myself. Dan is going to usher her up here after they come out of the locker room. And then Dan's just going to send me a player. It's going to be a surprise to me. I don't want to know. Just send me whoever you want. We're just going to talk playoffs a little bit. I'm not even interested in talking game stats. Going to talk about win and advance. Each level of the playoffs is you think about a video game and you go up a level and it's a level harder. Same thing in the playoffs. You got to level up every day you win. And, the state champion wins 7 games in the playoffs. To get to state, you need to win 5. So Athens tonight is on step 2 of 5 or 7. It's a long ways off.
It is.
Either. Senior Selena Ellenbecker heads off the floor. Ava Ford will come in. But yeah, step 2 of 5, step 2 of 7. You think you're baking a cake, right? And you got the recipe, and there's 7 steps. You're on step 2. You're nowhere near a baked cake on step 2.
Yeah, as somebody that has been on that ride to the state tournament a couple times, after you get past the first round, you think of it in groups of 4, right? You have 4 teams, the last 4 at regionals, 4 at sectionals, 4 at state. You don't look too far ahead, but as assistant coaches, you have scouting reports. You're given a team, sometimes 2 teams to scout just in case. The assistant coaches are doing a lot of the work. I will definitely say that.
You say the head coach is just like a band, right? Just the front man, the person who goes on the album cover. Head coach.
Yeah, I mean, it's their face on the program, right?
Yeah.
It's also their job to get good assistants.
Here. Zettler just off the front of the rim. Final seconds here in Athens. Again, thanks for watching, everybody. We've got a whole slate of girls playoff games tomorrow. We've got Clover Belt crossover boys basketball, 2 games. All that starts at 1 o'clock. We've got your Saturday covered at Zaleski Sports. 1 o'clock, at 2:30, and then the whole gob of games at 7. Regional final, Dan mentioned, a lot of trophies will be hoisted tomorrow night. Make sure you tune in to ZaleskiSports.com. Just click weekly schedule to see the games and the pairings. Final score here in Athens. The Blue Jays 50, Columbus Catholic 31. Athens advances to a regional final. They will be at Edgar tomorrow, 7 p.m. It will be live on Zaleski Sports. Time now for our Nasonville Dairy post-game show. Nasonville Dairy, fresh cheese curds made daily, NasonvilleDairy.com. A quick warning to those of you watching at home, stay tuned. In our experience, the Blue Jays take a long time in the locker room. So stay tuned. We will have Coach Kincaid Keefe and a surprise Zaleski Sports Highlight House Player of the Game coming up after this on Zaleski Sports. Nasonville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Nasonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on U.S. Highway 10, NasonvilleDairy.com. All right, so we're here with Kim Hyman. Kim, Nasonville Dairy, 125 years in the making. Tell us about that.
You know, it's fantastic. It was the first plant built in Wood County back in 1885. Sal Nason and his family came here, and they started a small dairy plant. Eventually, that plant burnt down, but then they rebuilt onto this same facility. And our family moved here in the late 60s in 1968 and took it over from there, and it's been just a fantastic growth. Great community, great people we have working for us. Oh, it's an open market. It's huge. You know, the opportunity for the diversity in the cheese industry is fantastic, and you have to be that way in order to sell a lot of product. And so we've got a great group of people working on the research and development side for us. So it's been really fortunate for us. Oh, right. We have 185 farm families that market their milk through us here at Nasonville Dairy. And we are so lucky we have like the best dairy farms in not only in central Wisconsin, but in the United States, marketing milk through us. So we're just really fortunate on that side.
Actually, we started in 1968. Our father brought us here from another cheese plant in Wisconsin. We had come from the cheese business. We've always been in the business. We had moved around the state in different parts. He brought us here about that time. The plant ran 7,500 pounds of milk at that time, and now runs about 1.5 million a day. So. We originally started out with making cheddar, and now we make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmers Cheese, Pizza Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Friar, Seco, Parma, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Cafetieri, Cafla Graviera, as well as making some Gouda Edam and a little bit of Munster on occasion.
Here in our Nasonville Dairy postgame show, Nasonville Dairy, fresh cheese curds made daily, NasonvilleDairy.com. Here with our Zaleski Sports Highlight House Player of the Game, senior Selena Ellenbecker. And, we talk about playoffs and being a senior. What does it all mean to you in your last season as an Athens Blue Jay?
So basically, I know this is, oh my God, I'm going to cry. It's fine. I know these are going to be my last couple games. So I just want to give it my all and make it to state and just play with my girls.
Okay, so one step closer. We talked about this on the broadcast. I didn't bring you up here to make you cry. I'm sorry about that. We talked about this on the end of the broadcast. 7 games as a state champion. You finished step 2. So if we're baking a cake and we're on the recipe, we're on step 2. We're not very close yet. You do, though, get to step 3 tomorrow, and it's a team you've seen already in Edgar. What did you and the girls, what do you think you learned about the Wildcats here at home, and then now going on the road down to Edgar tomorrow?
Yeah, it's obviously a very mental game, but cool heads win it, and our skills are there. We just have to play together. We're a little family. We can outnumber any other people's family. We got it.
10 points for you tonight. A couple of three-pointers along the way. You're a top 10 three-point shooter in the state and in your division. Tell us about that. That's a bit of an accomplishment and somewhat of an achievement. What makes you a good outside shooter?
Ever since even little kid, when I was a little kid, when we would play 5th grade basketball in 6th grade, I would just pull up. And eventually you get better, and ever since then I've just been working on it. And I obviously don't work on driving and stuff, so I just dedicate it, and I stay after practice, and I put up the extra shots to get where I am today.
Muscle memory, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it's all about. Okay, you can look right into the camera. I'll count you down 3, 2, 1. I'm Selena Ellenbecker, and I'm in the house. Sound good? Mm-hmm. 3, 2, 1.
I'm Selena Ellenbecker, and I'm in the house.
Congratulations. Good luck tomorrow. And Edgar, I will be there to see you there. You can hand the microphone to Coach Keefe, and you can get out of here and celebrate with your family. Yep, go ahead. So we say goodbye to our Highlight House Player of the Game, Selena Ellenbecker. We bring in head coach Kincaid Keefe. You might have heard some of that. Congratulations on the win tonight. Advancing in the playoffs is tough. No matter what level you're at, and as I told Selena, this is step 2 of a possible 7. State champs win 7 games. Yep. You've got 2, but you've got an important one, 3 tomorrow. What is there anything to work on in that short amount of time, or I guess maybe just tell our audience what exactly does a basketball team do on a regional Friday to Saturday in a less than 24-hour turnaround?
A lot of rest, a lot of calories, and a lot of water. It's kind of what we just talked about. Go home, go to bed, drink ice if you need to, and just rest your bodies mentally and physically. They're both so important. So
you beat Edgar here at home. That game, I don't know, a month or so ago, maybe a little bit longer than that. Yep. Probably long enough where maybe it's an idea to put that one behind you and start new tomorrow. But how will you go about planning for the Edgar Wildcats, a team you've beat, but now you've got to play them at their place tomorrow?
Correct. I think both of us are kind of a little new team too. Since then, it was maybe 2 months ago when we saw each other.
Is that what it was? That long ago?
It
Holy
was
man!
early
Okay.
January.
Thank you.
Well, a month
Essentially
and a half
2 months.
Yes.
Essentially, got it. Thank
it was a while, and I know they've grown. We've grown since. It'll be a battle, and going to Edgar, that's always a test in itself. The fans, the claustrophobic atmosphere in a sense. Just mentally, if we can screw it on, that's what'll do it for us tomorrow.
Let's talk about that mentally. You were in a regional final last year at Assumption, a game that everybody around here remembers.
Yes.
Yeah, right. 61-60, I believe, was the final score. I know you had it circled when they came here to play you. They're still alive and kicking tonight. They took care of Pacelli. But back to the regional final talk. Overcoming that challenge, how do you kind of propose that to your girls to overcome that challenge, and at the same time, it's just the next game on the schedule?
Yeah, I mean, we go in knowing we're one of less than half the team still playing, and that's a good feat in itself. But we're not content where we're at. We know what we bring to the table. If we can screw our heads on and go into the Wildcat Den, is that what they call it? And play our game, good things will happen, and it's just us. If we do us better than they do them, that's kind of the ultimate goal for us.
Back to this game here today, 17-7 at the half. What were the Dons doing that kind of confounded and made things a little bit difficult, especially in the first half?
Yeah, they kind of took two of our girls away, which threw us off a little bit. But mainly, I think it was just getting in our heads a little bit, and then they went back to their man, and that's where we kind of struggled. We got a little lazy, kind of complacent and content with the lead we had, which we tended to do throughout the season too. So we're trying to still get over that hump, just never be satisfied with where we're at.
And then I back to win in advance. I think that's that's the name of the game this time of year. What kind of message? You and I have talked about this so much. It seems like the lessons those girls that played volleyball learned in volleyball about win in advance.
Yep.
Does that come into your mind or? And I think I may have even asked you a version of this question just a moment ago, but, how do you keep it about just winning and advancing and kind of forgetting the grander scheme of things tomorrow?
Yeah, I do think that volleyball state appearance definitely plays a factor in their composure here, even just this year from last year. Having that state appearance under their belt definitely calms us down a little bit and really brings them together. I know just looking at them, they're a lot calmer than they have been in the past, and they see each other. They calm each other down, which sometimes in a sense calms me down, which as a coach that's great to have. So Selena said it too, family. That's kind of the vibe we're going with this year, because that's truly how we feel too.
Yeah, it certainly is a community. We've enjoyed coming to this gym. We're not sure if we get to come back again this year. It's always so much fun though in this gym and fun having you around and visiting with us here tonight. We're going to see you tomorrow in Edgar. So me and Dan and then one other guy. Sydney's leaving tomorrow. So, yep, you get me and Dan tomorrow. So we're going to be there. Coach, best of luck tomorrorow. We can't wait till the game happens.
Thank you very much. Me too.
All right. Coach Kincaid Keefe, fortunate enough for her to join us here tonight. All right, well, let's wrap up. I guess we can bring Dan's got some things to say, I think. Dan's jumping on here because what, Dan? What did you find out?
Well, Iola is still playing.
Yeah, I'm looking at it here.
Yeah.
Back in the lead, the T-Birds are.
Yeah, they're up 5 with about 30 seconds left. But
you're a little ahead of me, okay.
But the game was delayed.
Why?
Because there was a bat in the house. and apparently the official took care of it, and it was a big delay because the bat was flying around.
Violently took care of it?
Yeah.
The bat is dead.
Well, I mean, this is just reporting, right? Like, be careful what we say, but yeah. So that game is a little bit behind everybody.
Okay. So we get to enjoy it right now. We're watching it on YouTube. The reason is they need a winner there to play Assumption tomorrow.
That's right.
In this bracket. So we're waiting the final there. You've got 5. Oh yeah, I got 5 points now. So. All right. Anything else about this game?
Gutsy.
There's your book.
Yeah, gutsy win by Athens. I don't think Athens played well, and I didn't listen to what Coach had to say. But it's going to be a great game. It was a really good game when we were here last time. Edgar pushed Athens. Athens won at the end. A lot of missed free throws by Athens kept Edgar in that game.
Mm-hmm.
Edgar's been playing better as of late, right? Athens is going to have to bring their A game to advance to the sectional tomorrow, I think.
Yeah, I think, and that's what we saw here in that game. Coach said it was about 2 months ago that we were here. Everything to me seems like it was yesterday.
It does, yeah.
You know, and that was a very, I thought anyway, a game played at a high level.
Yeah.
That game here at this floor 2 months ago between Edgar and Athens. Again, Athens won by 5. They missed 13 free throws. They did hit a few in the last couple minutes that helped. That ironically helped to put that one away. Athens got to play better than that tomorrow, but yet they played like they did and still won.
Yep.
So there's some consideration for that.
Athens is the only team in the sectional that has beaten everybody else. I mean, they haven't played Iola, but they beat Assumption and they beat Edgar. Both at home.
As Dan Patrick says, stat of the day. Stat of the day.
Yep.
All right, well, let's bring this one to a close. I know Sydney's got a party to go to somewhere, so we'll let her get out of here. She's going to party all night long. That's Dan Ross. My name is Jason Zaleski. Sydney Seavey on tonight's broadcast. Again, ZaleskiSports.com. Click weekly schedule. We've got a pair of boys games starting at 1 o'clock, and then it's all girls all Saturday night long at 7 o'clock. Championship Saturday of the regional variety. And that's how it ends here today. Thanks to Forward Bank for presenting our broadcast tonight. And we will talk to you. I will talk to you again at 1 and 2:30. You'll see Dan tomorrow at 7 o'clock. Have a great night, everybody.